She's just a girl and she's on fire, hotter than a fantasy.
So we have one of the infamous faces of Flex-N-Bklyn with us today. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. I'm excited. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited about the reunion.
And we are happy to have you.
Thank you.
So for those who do not know, please introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Fantasy, the sexy Dominican mommy.
Okay, so Fantasy, is that your real name? Is that a flex name? How did Fantasy come about?
Well, Fantasy came about when I actually called to get a job as a host at Flex. And the friend of mine was like, well, you can't go there with your real name. I didn't like my real name at the time, and I thought it'd be a really weird name to have as a host. And he was like, your name should be Fantasy, because it was a play on my real name, which is actually Fanny.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, it'd be perfect for you. You're so cute and whatever. And I was like, oh, you know what? I think I like that. So when I went into an interview with Rocky, I was like, oh, my name was Fantasy. And so that's how the name came about, and it just stuck.
Got it. And
Yeah.
it was history since that
Yep.
day. So everybody knows the Dominican mommy,
Yep.
Fantasy.
You already know.
So what gave you interest to participate in Flex-N-Bklyn? What made you want to be a host?
So I was just like every other kid who watched Flex. I loved it. Every Friday night, 9 p.m., I was watching it. And then I remember I was watching the credits and they were looking for hosts. And I was like, I think I can do that. It looked like so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being 17 years old. It's like I wasn't really doing much. And I was like, you know what? This might be really fun to do. I wanted to be with all these other kids and be around them. And I didn't know it was going to be as big as it was. And I didn't even know it was going to change my life the way it did.
Absolutely. So you did mention earlier that you went on an interview. So
Mm-hmm.
tell the viewers a little bit about that process. Like you becoming a host, how did that whole process go?
So what Rocky did was he asked me a few questions on camera just to see how my camera personality was.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would give me some pointers and he asked me to do a drop. So a drop is basically something like, okay, let's say we're gonna do a showcase. So tell me how you would say the showcase.
Yeah.
So I put my persona on and I was like, well, you know, we got a showcase coming up, and he kind of just loved that. He was like, you know what, you keep that same energy.
Yeah.
And that was about it. Like, wasn't even much to do when we were doing the interview. And
Simple.
It was simple.
And it was history since then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did mention earlier 17. Is that when you started hosting? You were 17?
Yes, I was 17.
Oh, so
when
you
I
was
started.
older than all, like,
Mhm.
you was older.
Yeah, I was older than most of the people who were there, and I was already out of high school, just out of high school.
Got it, okay. So did you host by yourself often, or did you have co-hosts?
No, I usually had co-hosts. I had Baby Girl at one point, Candy, Tiffany, Radia, Kim Lee, Naya.
Mhm.
I had a lot of hosts.
Were there any highs and lows of being a Flex-N-Bklyn host?
The highs, I would say, would be the amount of fun we used to have at the showcases.
Yes, definitely.
It was a big high to be on that stage and see all these people there just having a good time.
Mhm.
And then every single Saturday being over at Rocky's and Sandra's and eating
With the
Sandra's spaghetti.
or the curry chicken with white rice.
You already know. So it was either one, and it was just like being around all these kids, and everybody just wanted to be there to have a good time.
Yeah.
And I think one of the lows was it's just a lot of the expectations of how you're supposed to dress and how you're supposed to look. And at that time, thank God, social media wasn't around, because I feel like it would have torn us down so much because the expectations was there. You know, people still always had something to say.
Yeah.
So it wasn't so bad back then because you just hear a little bit of it, but I would imagine with how social media is now, it would be really hard on a 17-year-old for somebody. I remember somebody saying, oh, her tongue ring is crooked. You know, as a 17-year-old, I think it was really hard.
That's true.
You know, the expectation, how you're supposed to be.
Definitely. But Flex definitely made everybody like celebrities.
Yes.
Like, you
Yes.
was noticed in the street,
Mhm.
in school,
Yes.
on the bus, wherever you was at. Oh my God, I saw you on TV.
Yes.
So it was like we were little local celebrities, minus the social media,
Mhm.
which was I think that was great for our era.
Yes.
You know, because again, what goes on now in these teenagers, you know, years is just like crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's
and
really
it's
crazy.
hurtful to them.
Very.
And it would have been hurtful to us as well. But that was another high. Like, just people running up to me on the street like, oh my God, Fantasy. And it's just like, really? I'm just this regular 17-year-old girl just like you, you know? So that was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think you was a great host?
I think it was a pretty good host. I could have been better. I mean, sometimes I would stumble over my words. Sometimes I wouldn't know what to say. I always feel like you're your hardest critic. Excuse me. So I used to criticize myself a lot, like, oh, I could do this different, do that different. But I think I did pretty well.
I think so.
Yeah.
I could definitely say you were one of the better, like one of the best hosts that Flex did have.
Thank you.
You know, and you did last a very long time.
I did. I did.
So kudos to that. So what was FlexNBklyn to you growing up?
Well, FlexNBklyn was like everything to me growing up. I mean, I was there every single Saturday. I was there for every single showcase, every single meeting we had. It was everything to me. Like, it was my life. Rocky and Sandra were like my parents.
Yeah.
They were my second parents.
They raised the whole generation.
They did. They really did. And a lot of the girls were like my sisters, and the boys were like, you know, the dancers were like, you know, your friends also. And then we would do the skits, and it was just like having best friends around all the time and having the best time all the time.
Yes. So he gave people little acting debuts, you know, let you wet your feet in all types of categories. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, your flex moment. What were some of your best FlexNBklyn memories?
My best flex for myself, I would say a lot of it was hosting. Being on stage hosting, it was like it was a high.
Yeah.
It was one of the biggest highs I've ever had. Like, you can't get that feeling, that euphoria of being up on the stage and people responding to you so positively. People would watch you and be on that stage, and all these eyes are on you, and you're like, wow, all these people are looking at me and my host, and we just vibing on stage, and then they play the music. It was the best time ever being on that stage at the showcases.
Definitely. Do you remember which is the biggest crowd?
That's a good question. One of the biggest crowds, I don't remember. I feel like it was always a big crowd.
There was always a lot of people.
Always a lot of people. Like, I don't even think I could remember a time where it wasn't crowded and I wasn't sweating my hair out and, like, you know, we were like squished up in the crowd. I think it was always like that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's one of the best parts of being on Flex.
A host. Okay, so what about overall the show? Any fond memories of FlexNBklyn?
Oh yes, the dances. Well, let me tell you which dancer always stood out to me. It was Becky would come on stage and everyone's looking at her. She had like this amazing stage presence, and she'd start dancing and she'd start whining, and then all of a sudden she'd hit that split and everybody would go crazy.
Don't forget when she lift up her leg.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. To this day I can still picture her doing it in my mind, because
the crowd went wild.
Yeah, every single time she did it, it was like no one ever got tired of it. I never got tired of it. I was like, that's amazing, because I couldn't do that.
Definitely, that was a moment. Okay, what is your overview of FlexNBklyn from the past and the present? Well, even though it's not around right now, as FlexNBklyn is a whole different genre of flexing. What, from when you started to when you started to get out of it, what was your overview of that?
So I feel like when it started, a lot of people were part of Flex. A lot of people, it brought a lot of people up. Like, there are a lot of people now who are doing so well within it. Now it's a little different because people are branching out, and I feel like it's become so much bigger. Like, the term flex now, it's like a dance word that's being used in so many different countries. So it's become something synonymous with dance. Like flex, dance, and it's like, I don't even know if a lot of people realize that it came from FlexNBklyn.
Exactly. A lot of history.
Right. It was history, and the history started in Brooklyn on St. Mark's Avenue at Sandy and Rocky's apartment. So I feel like it's come a long way. I do wish that it was still the same way it was back in the days, where we were a lot more united.
Like a family.
Yes.
Definitely. What year did you retire from FlexNBklyn?
Oh, that is a good question. Maybe 2006, was it?
Wow.
I'm not even 100% sure, but I was already in my 20s.
Okay.
When I retired from Flex.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's safe to say you was on there from what year to 2006?
So it had to be like 2000, because I think I had just graduated high school. So it was 2000. Yeah, I think about 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
6 years.
I call you a vet.
Thank you.
You're a FlexNBklyn host vet.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
She's a vet. 6 years. I don't think any other host lasted 6 years.
Yeah.
So definitely a vet. All right. What do you think is the difference between those that represented Flex and Brooklyn in the past and the current companies and entities that represent Flex now?
Well, in the past, I felt like, again, a lot of people were more united. They'd be more willing to be like, this is Sandy and Rocky's thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's just like people were more like, okay, these groups, we all started here. Now I feel like maybe there's disconnect.
Yeah.
They're not, everyone's not as connected as they was before, and I'm not really well versed in what's going on now, so I can't really speak on too much.
Yes.
I know some of it, whereas I guess some people were arguing about, you know, who started this dance first and who started that dance first and who was better at it.
Yeah.
I just feel like back then it wasn't like that. You know, back then all the dancers always supported each other, and it wasn't this disconnect where it's like, no, you know, you didn't start that, or you didn't start that, now you're stealing this from me. So kind of sad to hear that that's what's happening now.
In the dance world. I agree. I definitely agree. So on that note, what message or advice would you give to a new Flex and Brooklyn generation?
I would say be true to yourself, be you. You know, if you want to dance, then dance your heart away. And if you want to be hosting, you know, just again, be true to yourself. Don't let anybody steer you in a different direction, because you got to believe in yourself first before anybody's going to believe in you.
Absolutely. Good words there. These kids nowadays, they need that.
They do. They absolutely do. And don't let anybody tear you down, and don't let social media tear you down.
Please don't.
It's so much easier now to tear people down because you're behind the screen. It's like we should be uplifting each other.
Definitely. So what do you do in life now? From hosting for 6 years, what is Fancy up to now?
Now I'm a teacher.
Woo, nice.
I may be teaching some of your kids now.
Congratulations.
Don't worry, they don't call me Fantasy.
So how long have you been teaching for?
I've been teaching for 2 years now.
Okay, do you love it?
I love it, I do really.
What grade are you in? High school, junior high school?
Right now I'm in elementary, middle school, and I'm a special education teacher.
Okay, cool, cool. Okay, so you used to working with a lot of people, so that kind of works.
Yeah.
All right. So when you got wind of the 2018 Flex and Brooklyn Reunion, what went through your mind?
I was so excited. I'm like, yes, we need to do this. I cannot wait to see everyone together. I cannot wait to see the dancers. I cannot wait to be on that stage and just look at all these faces and be like, wow, look at us all grown and sexy, but we still here.
Yes.
And we still having a good time.
Yes.
I'm just like, can it come now? Like, can it be
almost
tomorrow?
couple more months.
Yeah.
But it'll definitely be here. So you just do a little, sub in there. She can't wait to get on stage. So my next question was, will you be gracing the reunion stage?
I want to. I mean, if Rocky wants me to, it's like I will be on that stage.
You're a vet, so I'm sure you'll be hosting the reunion.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. You'll be seeing Fantasy on the reunion stage, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Now, you did mention dancers. You can't wait to see them. So who are or were your favorite Flex and Brooklyn dance crews? Guys and girls. Starting with the guys.
Oh, the guys? Oh, that's a tough one. I would say like Hyperactive.
Yeah.
I mean, who can forget the Hyper Spider?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Like, that was like phenomenal. Like whoever came up with that idea of having him run across the wall as a spider, and the crowd just went berserk. And didn't it make it to a clip in the actual show? Like when it started, wasn't it in the show?
Yes, I believe in the credits, in the beginning. Yeah, I think so.
Popular.
Yeah,
and then
the best.
From there, they went on to become this big dance crew on MTV.
I know. I remember watching it, and I remember calling Ruddy, and it was like, oh my God, they're on MTV. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah.
They did a great job. They represented for Brooklyn hard.
Yeah.
So Hyperactive is the only guy group that you...
And Suspense crew.
Suspense, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely some other vets. Yes. Okay. Anybody else you could think of?
Not at the top of my head. No offense to anybody, but it's just I'm an old lady now. That's the ones who stood out the most. Yeah.
What about female groups?
I can't remember all the girls. I remember the girls' names like Becky, but I don't remember the name of her group. But I know they were a good group.
I don't remember their name either.
Yeah.
But I remember it was her, Kanisha, and all of them. But yeah.
There were a lot of good girl groups, but at the moment right now, I don't remember the names of the groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who are you most looking forward to seeing at the reunion?
I feel like I'm looking forward to seeing everyone. Like, I really am curious to see what everyone's doing now, because you can see some. I can see some of them on like Facebook and Instagram, but it's like there are other people that I don't know what they're doing. So it'd be really nice to see how everyone's doing everyone, all the dancers, the hosts,
As a
everyone.
whole.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to say to the FlexNBklyn founders, Rocky and Sandra,
Oh, my goodness.
aka Mom and Dad,
Mom and Dad.
of a community?
Yeah. Where do I even start? Like, Rocky and Sandy, you changed my life. Rocky, you guided me in so many ways that I don't even think you understand the measure of what you did. And Sandy too was like my second mom and my second dad. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity of being a flex girl and being a host and believing in me.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't believe it, but I'm really shy.
Yeah.
I'm this shy girl. I'm never like
Never got
loud.
that.
I'm never like the extrovert, but they kind of just believe so much in me that it just brought it out of me. And it's just another part of me that I don't think I would have ever seen if it wasn't for Rocky and Sandy.
Definitely. They definitely changed many lives.
Yes, they did.
Okay. Would you like to give forward any appreciation words towards FlexNBklyn?
Oh, FlexNBklyn, like I said before, you changed my life. I will be forever grateful, and I wish that I would be able to still have the VHS tapes so I can show people when I get older, like, look what I used to do. I mean, it's a really great opportunity that I had with them,
Yes.
and I wish I could relive it all over again.
You will. On the
Yeah.
reunion stage.
On the reunion stage.
And Rocky has plenty of tapes,
Oh,
so you'll
really?
be seeing yourself soon.
Okay, good. I can't wait. Be like a younger version of
The
myself, younger and skinnier.
You still look the same a little bit.
Thank you.
Just your hair is, a little lighter.
Lighter,
Back then
yeah.
it was like black, right?
Yeah.
Black.
Black
And you wore
and long.
curly most
Sometimes,
times and stuff
yeah.
like that. But you still look the same. You look amazing.
Thank you.
But congratulations on everything that you're doing as a
Thank
teacher
you.
and helping the youth, become
Yeah.
better, because we need good teachers out
Yes,
here
yeah.
for the children. So everyone, you heard it here first. You'll be seeing Fantasy grace the reunion stage soon.